What's up, guys? How's everybody doing? I'm just starting another Grinch painting for the wife, and I got one more to do for a house sign. So I'm just going off a reference piece I made on Discord there. How's everybody doing? Anybody talking to me right now? I got some cool, unlike usual, I actually have some topics tonight to talk about. A couple things came up today. I talked to a couple of my brothers, and my brothers had some great ideas, man. Great topics to talk about that I think will help a lot of us. But good to see you guys, man. I'm just gonna continue on. What's up, troops? How's my mental health troops doing? Hope you had a good day. I just got this painting I'm gonna do. I'm just inking it right now, like just basically outlining it. I'll be painting it next. Let me bring it up closer. You can't really see it. I'm pretty much done the ink. A couple more things. See it better? You won't believe how I got that standing back there. You guys see that? Anybody joining me? Kim, thank you. Appreciate that. Let me go back. If anybody commented, I'm not expecting many, but if anybody asks anything, I feel bad if I don't talk to them. I'll invite people too if I see that I can invite you. Feel free to join, but I'm going to be probably painting, so I won't be face to the screen all the time. But yeah, this is my new Grinch that I'm going to be doing, a front door sign as well. This is just for the wife. This is a practice one. I'm going to put some, Bianca or our last name and maybe Bianca's Grinchmas or something on that sign he's holding. And then I got one behind us here. Now this is a more of a harder, this is for outside. So this one I'm going to be doing outside for an old friend of mine, client, trained her kids. She wants the same thing, so I'll be doing that for her next. Actually, I'll probably finish hers first. I just wanted to ink this one quickly just to get a feel for it, because if I screwed up on it, it's my own, right? It's our own. But check this one out. You guys like this guy? My new baby Grinch character. Let me show you guys the studio. I don't know if you guys have seen it, all of you. It's a mess right now. Don't mind the bag of McDonald's. Actually, I'm upset about that because I haven't eaten it yet and it's cold. And you know how McDonald's is when it's cold. It's basically throw it out. But I'll eat it because I don't want to waste the money. You guys see what's going on? I have a screen kind of protector so I can't even see my screen if I look at it on the side. And just some ones I had some students over messing around with over here with the oil barons. Teaching art therapy, teaching art for mental health, and just kind of art just to, ground ourselves, become mindful, focus on something that's you're creating, right? So that's my studio. But how are you guys doing? Where's everybody from? I'm in Fort McMurray, Alberta. And if I see you say something, I'll respond to you. If I see that you want to have a live or whatever, I'll ask you to join. Don't mind me, I'm just like new on this and I just like people. What kind of paint? Just latex, just acrylic, nothing special. Cheaper the better. Thanks again, Kim. Anybody else say anything? Yeah, this is my little getaway, man. This is my little studio down in my basement. I love it down here. So this is where I'll be. I'll be on live every night. Well, not every night, but I don't want to make that promise. But most nights I'm going to try to come on and maybe do a piece of artwork, maybe talk mental health, maybe, who knows? Doesn't really matter. Talk to you guys. I got a few friends on here that I like to talk to when they come on. It's normally pretty funny. Me by myself, I'm not really funny because I'm more of like a situational, find funny situations. But I love the black and white work, and I'll tell you why. It took me so long to find this style. I might as well show you guys. So see behind me, especially the Joker piece, the two Joker heads and stuff. Some people can't see that. Some people look at that and it takes people a little while to see the faces in the two Jokers, right? That's what I love about it. I made a Taylor Swift hugging Travis Kelce photo for a big Taylor Swift fan. And it's an iconic photo. You know, you guys will know it when you see it, but there was so much going on in the background. And because my work is just black and white, there's no grays, there's no nothing. I loved it. It was fantastic because just the specks of black just make these details that our eyes find and our eyes see. So when she got it at first, my wife gave it to her. It was my wife's coworker that got it. And she said, when she first saw it, she was like, oh, yeah, like kind of confused. And then like my wife backed up with it. She backed up, kept backing up, and then she saw it, right? And she's like, wow, that's amazing. So I'll try to see if I can find that photo one day. I do think I posted it on my page. If you want to scroll on my page down a bit, it would have been like last year around this time. But hi guys, thanks for joining me. But this black and white work, and Leon, my brother, so you got my brother's gonna come on maybe. I am a mental health coach. I try to help people through tough times. It helps me tremendously. I think everybody gets really helped through helping others. But me, I had a really messed up life. And I talk about it on this show, on lives. But long story short is, I just want people to feel good. I want people to feel happy. I want people to find themselves. I want people to see themselves for what they are, not what they think they are. I want people to lose their egos, and I want to teach them how to watch themselves, you know, and, just sit and practice breathing, all that good stuff to just better your life and the way you handle emotions. Because if you can't handle your emotions and something gets you upset, I strongly believe you're going to have a rough time. If outside kind of influences or powers that you have no control over do so much damage to you and your life and probably the people around you, if you do get visibly upset, you're not going to have a good life. This experience we're having is not going to be fun. And I strongly hope that everybody I come in contact with, everybody I love, I tend to love very quickly, so it hurts when somebody leaves me or something, but I try to make sure that they understand themselves, you know? Like I talked to my brother earlier tonight. He's the hardest worker I know. He's an electrician. He's got two beautiful daughters, my beautiful nieces. And he's a great father. But he works so much that it's almost become him. And even when he takes a little bit of time off, he gets feels so guilty that he's like wasting time that he can be making money for the family and this and that. And his superpower, I come to find out, is being able to relax without guilt. Once he could figure that out, I think he'll be less stressed and just more of himself. Leon, thank you, buddy. Love you, my man. Love you, brother. What else? Yeah, Leon, him, for example, you know. I hope you don't mind, Leon, but we were talking about this earlier, and, you know, I think your superpower is, you know, let me actually walk through a whole scenario, because I like to do this scenario first before I talk about this, because a lot of us go through this. So I'm walking to a store, let's call it Tim Hortons. I'm going to Tim Hortons, and I, as I usually do, open the door for somebody, right? They walk in, thank you. It's all good. Next day I go to Tim Hortons, I open the door for somebody. maybe even the same person. I didn't hear nothing back in return. Now, what would you do? Like, what do you get upset over that? Do you say something? Because my thing is, if you did it for any sort of reason, you're not getting the point. And the reason that you're doing it, if you get upset at them not saying anything, then you did it for that acknowledgement, for them to say thank you. You're better off standing there, not opening the door at all, right? You're better off just opening the door and closing it behind you quickly, if that's your purpose. Because you're not gaining karma, you're not gaining anything from that. If you could open the door, and that's another thing too, we don't know what these people are going through. He could have just found out his mom's in the hospital. He could have just found out his daughter's dying. He might be in a zone state, or she might be in a zone state, just kind of not knowing what to do. Maybe she just got back from the hospital or the morgue, or who knows. We don't know what other people are going on in their lives, and we can't begin even to try to understand what other people are going through. That's the thing. We're going through our own experience, our own life. We're all connected, but we have to build ourselves, because our collective consciousness is shit right now, and it's really weak. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but our collective consciousness is weak, so we need more people that are mindful and willing to teach, and willing to teach others. That's important, that we focus on our emotional intelligence, our emotional strength, and we call out people to help them. Because if you're opening a door, and if you're constantly going through that kind of shit where you're getting upset at things like, why didn't he do this? Why didn't he say that? Like, we can't be doing things for other people expecting something in return. And I know you might be kind-hearted at it and you want to do it, but you should never expect anything in return. Say, for example, I help a friend move. When I'm moving, I'm not even calling that friend. If they help, they help. If not, they won't. You know, I'll probably call a moving company or whatever it may be, or I'll do it myself, or, you know, I'll ask. Maybe I'll even ask, right? It's been so long since I moved. We've been here a long time. But like, I'll maybe even ask. And if they say no, that's okay. I won't even think secondly about it. He's not available. That's fine. But if I start getting bothered by that and be like, man, I fucking moved him 2 times and he doesn't even want to move me once, and I did this for, you know, we're kind of missing the point. We can't get upset at other people's, anything other people do. Even if they come at us, you don't know what's going on with them, right? It's how we handle the emotion, how we handle that feeling. And we should be so happy we have emotions. We should be so happy we have feelings. It's amazing. They're amazing, right? And I told the story about the therapist getting me to cry, and she's just a little girl, young, and she got me bawling my eyes out. And I think that's what a lot of us have to do, getting over some stuff, right? Because, you know, if you got a good therapist, you know, I'm fully supportive of therapists. My wife's a therapist. They will help walk your mind down a path. They're professionals, and they'll help that path end at where you need it to end. And it might not be comfortable. It might not be pretty. It's probably going to be pretty ugly, but it's going to be what you need, because it's probably what you've been avoiding. It's probably going to be what you've been avoiding. So, anyways, how's everybody doing, man? Milian, you're just I love it. I love it. Is anybody asking anything in between all your hearts, Milian? Milian, you don't want to come on? Or do you? Yeah, so Neilion knows. I told him. I go, you got to stop expecting anything in return, man. It's going to bother you. It's going to bother you a lot because you're a giver. You're somebody who loves, giving. So you cannot expect anything in return, or else you're going to have there's not a lot of people like you that, you know, are really appreciative of other people's time and giving them stuff, and, you know, so. Okay, yeah, do your thing. Go change your account. Beautiful Dangerous, if you want to join us too, you can. I'm just looking for anybody who's able to go live. It's better than me just rambling, don't you think? Let me go back in our studio. So that's the piece I'm working on for any of you that are joining right now. That's the piece I'm working on. I got that for the wife, and I got one for outside. That's gonna be done on wood. Excuse me, getting like indigestion here. This is one I was just messing around with a new style, more of a graffiti baby Grinch, you know. So this is one I'm gonna be putting different backgrounds in. For my wife, I think I'm gonna put like ornaments blowing up or ornaments. I don't know. I'll think of something Christmassy to put in the background here. But I knew that was gonna happen. Oh yeah, you'll notice all my paint trays are all, food containers. This is my reference to that, by the way, for those that are thinking like I just hand drawed that. That's my reference that I went off of. So my brother. Lost you for a second there.
Hey, you hear me?
Well, I got you. How you doing?
Doing good, doing good. I got it working, so that's nice.
For those that don't know, we're gonna go on VR tonight, right? We're gonna go on VR,
Yeah,
and you got the PSVR, and
yeah,
got a lot of attachments and stuff. That's because it's one of the earliest versions, and it just
yeah,
we missed each other because he's still getting it to work properly. So maybe after the stream,
yeah, for sure. Just let me know. You know what I'm saying? I will definitely get it if you tired after this or anything. Just let me know.
yeah,
Any. But I want to touch on what you said too. I definitely 100% get what you're saying. But I'm gonna make an example of how you kind of made an example. So I'm gonna just make up a name. So say if I have a moment with Jim. So he like it's one of his biggest struggle moments, right? He had one of his biggest struggle moments, and I'm here. And then I kind of tell him like, hey, if you ever need me, I'm here. You can call me, you can text me. I got you. I love you, bro. What else? I saying I'll drive up to your house if you need me. All these other things, right?
yeah,
From that point on, I feel like that person is setting a certain standard for what their friendship is already just off saying those type of words.
okay,
So I feel like this is my personal opinion. I feel like this is why I keep like promises very close to me because I take them personally. So
right,
for those people I mentioned, they set a certain standard. How to explain it? A certain standard for what we are at and what can I do and what can I not do as far as in me reaching out. So it's like if a person never really promised anything and they just there, I wouldn't really expect anything. But I just feel like it's really, in a sense, kind of let me see. kind of
Selfish on
just
their end.
say it again.
Selfish on their end.
In a way, but I completely agree with what you said about what's it called? Just expecting and doing it for general reasons. But like I told you before, it don't even be on to like, hey, I need to reach out to you and talk. Sometimes it'd be like, hey, I just want to let you know, I just want to see if you're okay or not, you know? Like I
Right.
just want to see
Yeah.
if you're
There's no underlying like anything. It's just you're just checking him. You're just checking on
yeah.
him.
So it's like when I don't get a response, I don't get a I mean I'm not gonna lie, I do sometimes, but I
The response. Sorry to cut you off. I'm just gonna get caught up
no,
here.
you're good.
The response doesn't come. Um, Somebody that you've already talked to about, hey, I got you, no matter what. Like that
Exactly.
they respond back with that too, because you kind of opened that up.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So a lot of people who I talked about with this come at me because they 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 feel as if it's one sided. No, we both put our all into it, or not all into it, but we both kind of committed to being there for each
What a
other.
relation. Yeah, relationship.
You
That's what a
know what I'm
relationship.
saying? So again, like if you, for example, if you like call me a certain time and I already put a point where I stand it at, you know what I mean? I already promised this, I already I got this, all these different things. And if I don't live up to those standards I told you I was gonna live up to, it's like it you know, that's just
Do you expect me to call you out on that?
well,
And how would I do that?
call me out.
If I find that you're not holding up your end of the bargain, because I think that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You're not holding up your end of the bargain. What's up with that? Is that something you could say comfortably? Like,
Well,
why don't you get to the
honestly,
bottom of it, right? Well, if they're not answering you, they're not answering you. But
yeah,
the best way is to be right up, straight up forward with everything.
yeah.
Straight up forward. I don't know if that makes sense, but you know what I mean.
No, I definitely get what you mean. And you made a fantastic point when you were saying what the person is going through. That's why it's so tricky because
You
if you
don't know.
confront it,
You don't know, and
it
we don't know how people. We know how we are affected. We don't know
yeah,
how anybody else is affected, and we don't know what they're going through. Right?
exactly. Exactly. That's why it's so tricky because you could confront it, but it could be one of the worst times, they're going through at the time. But
Right.
at the same
Right. So
time, what type of
that's
friend what happened?
exactly. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you're good. But what type
No,
of friend would I
that's
be?
exactly. Go ahead.
What you eating?
It's like microwave dinner.
Oh, okay.
That's
Yeah, I was saying
I
though,
know
like,
now. Really, really cheap food. I shouldn't be eating it on camera, but it's just I made it earlier today and I didn't finish it.
true, I do the same thing. Had the meals in the refrigerator, get it later. I'm always either
Man,
saving
I
them,
love it.
but
5.5 minutes in the microwave. Beep 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 beep. Thank you. Rip it off. You know.
yeah,
Get
one
back to
thing
painting. Get
too,
back to painting. Get back to
yeah,
helping
so
people.
like it will be a thing where like what type of friend would I be when we both promise each other certain things and I wouldn't be there regardless if you were struggling or not. It's just like not how I am. And I realize, everybody not like this and gonna be like this, but I'm not about to be the type of person to leave you alone after you going through, and I don't know how you doing. If you don't communicate with me, hey, I need some space, or hey, I don't want to talk right now. It's just some simple like that will give me a signal to be like,
Mhm.
okay, he needs some space, and I won't, or she needs some space. I won't text this person as much, or won't call, because then I will actually feel comfortable of leaving you alone. But I don't know what because you don't communicate. You don't tell me how you feel, but you know,
No, I know, man. I know, and it comes down to once again, you know, just not letting it affect you, not letting what
right?
somebody else's like what you can't control. You can't control that, but you're gonna drive yourself nuts thinking about it and stuff if you don't master that, right? There's gonna be people out there that you don't know what they're going through. There's even gonna be
Mm.
people out there that, and I hate to say it, but that are going to say they don't want you in their lives. They don't want you checking in on them, and they may not know how to say that,
Yeah.
right? Like, and
Yeah.
that's the uncomfortable truth. Sometimes people just don't want somebody checking in on them. They're just too self-absorbed, or they're too whatever it is with their life. And
Yeah.
it's important that we just keep it going, man. Just keep it going. On to the next. On to the
Right.
next. So many fucking other people out there that need help. And if
Right.
somebody you're calling out to doesn't say shit to you, that's my opinion. Don't give them any more time, man. You're such an amazing person that I wouldn't waste another second. If you being in their DMs willing to help is enough, you know. And if they're not going to respond, that's fine, man. Just don't take
Right.
it to heart. Don't take it to heart. You know,
Yeah.
you put yourself out there. Feel good for that. Feel good for that. But the main thing is just really, really getting over the whole idea of the like trading. Like you have to give me something now.
Right.
I gave you this, and it's so much of me. It's so powerful. You don't even give me a bit. That's got to hurt. But
Yeah.
we can't let it hurt us, right? We're giving it because we can,
Right.
not because we want, or we want it as well. I know you want it. We all want to feel loved. Oh, I'm going to give you all the love in the world. Don't you worry about that. But it's like one of those things where it's you shout it out. You made your initial contact with them. You said your thing. Maybe you went back and forth a little bit, and then they ghosted you. Maybe it was too much. Maybe it was too much for them. Maybe
Yeah.
they're not used to that. There's a lot of households growing up that are very they don't know how to handle emotions like that. They don't talk like that. They don't talk about their feelings. You know,
Right.
and it's really sad. It's really sad, and it's getting worse and worse the more we don't communicate one on one with each other, and we communicate more like this, or more on the phone, or more like on VR, because we don't get those little voice inflections, really, or the little mannerisms, and those are important for us to learn and to feel. You know, because you can feel right away if you're talking to them in person, and you say you love them and you're there for them, and they say yeah, yeah, back to you. You know it's not. You know not to spend any more time with them. But because you're not
Mm.
with these people and they're just typing, it's really hard, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I get what you're saying. I
One way
just,
to
like you do. What you was saying?
no, you.
When, just like you, I love Easy. So, even like I told you before, even those people who don't respond, like I can go back to one of my messages that I have that has like two different, paragraphs letting know that they're special and etc. And regardless if they read it or not, I should do it as my of the kindness of my heart. It doesn't even comes to my satisfaction and them being there for me. It's just wanting to know if they're okay or not.
What if they answered you? Excuse me. What if they answered you straight up? Don't talk to me again.
I'm gonna leave them alone. That happened before too. That happened before like
Just
three
just
times.
think just think that worst case scenario and be fine with it. So what is the worst case scenario? Like they don't like you? It's who cares? Who cares? How many more people in the world need your help?
Mm. That actually happened to me three times too, and I actually handled it pretty well the first time that happened because I didn't expect it to happen. It was my first time, doing what I was doing, and the person was like, "Hey, I think what he was saying, you're too nice, or it was you're weird or something like that. Leave me alone, give me space, or something like that."
I
And I
said
was
that.
like, it was no, 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 not you,
But
not you.
you know what? I actually use that as an example, right? That's what they may be thinking, because who goes around messaging strangers, "I love you," or "I feel for you." So that could be something, right? We don't
Yeah, for
know,
sure.
or how they're brought up, or like I said, not a lot of people talk about their feelings, so
Yeah, and
it's uncomfortable, basically, right?
yeah, 100%, and I 100% agree.
we want to get rid
And
of
I
the stigma.
say it again.
We want to get rid of the stigma of that. We should be open with our feelings, and it allows us to be trustworthy, and be even better with communicating, all our feelings. And the better we
Yeah,
get that, the better we'll be able to control our feelings, and the better we'll be as a society a whole, rather than fucking getting easily put against each other. We're easily put against each other, you know? Fucking
yeah,
we're like puppets, puppets, because our emotions are getting to us and fear mongering's out there. But unless it's at your door in front of your face, we can just worry about ourselves, our family, our immediate loved ones right now, not let things affect us, and make sure every moment you're trying to get yourself stronger physically, mentally, emotionally, right? Because whatever does come will come when it comes. And until that day, we can't worry about it, or else we're fucked. You'll stress the hell out. You won't be able to train well. You won't be able to think well. You won't be able to love well. Worrying about something you can't control. But let's go play some VR. If anybody's here, thanks for joining us. We appreciate you. I'm going to come back on probably tomorrow night. Let me go through the messages first before I do any. See if there's any messages. Like, I have a hard time seeing the messages, man. Is there a way that I could put the messages in front of my screen?
Well, honestly, if you very engaged within your live with somebody who's talked to you, it's kind of hard to catch them, unless it's like, you know,
Yeah, I can't even see. That's the problem. Like, I'm sorry, guys,
one
for
of
sure
them.
asking
So
questions or even, oh, Jess joined. Hey, Jess, how you doing, girl? See, I don't even know, like,
and
if they're still in here. That's the thing, too, right? Like, I don't
I
know
can
when
I
these
can tell they still in here. Hold on one sec.
like when these messages even happened. Like, it'd be nice if they had like a time.
So try to click. So you know that like person on the right, it might be on the left for you, but it's on the right side, all the way up top, about
It
like
says four.
explore,
It says four beside it right
and then you
now.
click it, and it will show you
Five.
how many people is in there. It should,
It tells me who's in there.
yeah, it should tell you who's in there exactly. How
Sherry,
you say your name?
Marchie,
Marchie.
Starbeck,
Marchie.
how you
There you go.
doing? Thanks, guys. Thanks for being here. Excuse me. But okay, so I guess Jess laughed then, obviously. Okay, well that sucks. I didn't get to see
Can
that.
you see it?
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, like if you ever were curious, click on that button. You will see like who's actually in here,
Like
like currently watching. So yeah.
yeah,
How you
Marchie,
doing,
I
Marcy?
saw.
How's your day? How's your day?
Jordan, what's up, buddy?
Oh,
Let me
Jordan.
know if you
Okay.
wanted me to use your name. But yeah, what's up, Jordan? How you doing, man? Jordan's a friend of mine from down here in Leon.
So Jordan, how's everything going, man? How you know what I'm saying? How's everything going?
But yeah, we're just talking mental health and just doing some pain things. I did. Did you see this one, Leon?
No, I didn't. That's what I was asking about. Let me see.
Well, it's not. It's just inked. It's just inked right now. But I'm gonna be painting this one, and I'm gonna be making a sign for it too, like a door, a wooden one for outside of a friend's house. But
Yeah,
do you see the
it
colors?
already looks good.
So when I color it, man, I can't wait. And it's
Hey, I got some like business idea actually too.
and then this one here, I sent you that one. I sent you that one earlier today, just my new Grinch, baby Grinch design, more graffiti style.
That looks awesome. Marchie said I tried to come in and out and check in when you're live, bro.
Sounds good, man. Sounds good. Marchie, we're going to be taking off, I think. We're going to go VR for a bit, but definitely tomorrow night or the night after. Appreciate you, man. Good to see you, and we'll talk soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll talk to you later.